everybody. My name is Robert Todd. I run Mice Morphs. Usually just a snake channel, but I've had to pivot out to other freaking things just to stay relevant. But I'm going to address the biggest elephant in the room of our time. And here it is. We need to stop calling these shooters snipers. You want to know why? Because none of these guys, particularly the ones that here recently that have been making news, like the guy that shot Charlie Kirk, and most recently now the guy that took shots and killed a bunch of people at an ICE detention facility in Texas. These guys are not snipers. They're not even trained shooters. Yeah, they might have some weapons familiarity, or maybe just a couple hours at a gun range or an indoor range or whatever have you. But these guys do not deserve to have the term sniper thrown onto them because of their actions. A sniper is anybody that has actually had the military training or the law enforcement training and has gone to schools, either at the Army Sniper School or has gone to the Marine Corps sniping course in Quantico, Virginia. Sniping is a profession that only a very small few ever qualify to become, let alone get into the school. There's a very high attrition rate. And when you earn it, you earn the designator and you earn the tab. That being said, none of these idiots that have been shooting and killing people over political ideologies or differences in beliefs should be allowed to have the term sniper thrown onto them. It will stigmatize the military. It will stigmatize the school. There's already enough stigma with the nomenclature of being a sniper in combat from way back when they thought it was a cowardly thing that was uncouth, unprofessional, and against the laws of warfare. But these guys aren't soldiers. They're not Marines. They're not at war, at least not in a valid war. It's a war of ideology that has really no front or no battlefield. It just constantly, it's all around. It's incepted and inveigled our generation. Now, yeah, hi there. But as I'm saying, it's gotten to a point where anytime there is a shooter, the word sniper comes up. Now, honestly, all the engagements as far as like how these shootings have occurred have had some odd, coincidental things that maybe a sniper might do, like the environment in which Charlie Kirk was killed at the college in Utah. The general layout of the place that he was set up in for his debate with the people there was a traditional kill box. But only people with a military background would realize that, and you get what I'm saying. But this other guy that just went out and killed the ICE detention officers, they're saying that he was shooting from an elevated position and they were calling him a sniper. Look, regardless of what position you run into, I don't have donations, dude. Sorry, but here it is. Anybody with a gun that is going out to do something is always going to take up a position. But as far as like whether it's going to be elevated, concealed, or have cover, it really depends on how close you're wanting to get. Now, snipers professionally don't like being close to their targets. They like having a little bit of distance. That way you can barely hear the rapport of the rifle. You can barely even see a muzzle flash. Now, on the other hand, snipers and sharpshooters and police, law enforcement, all that stuff, they will engage in very close settings, like sometimes 200 meters, but that's the bare minimum they're willing to do because they want to be able to see who they're taking a shot at. But that's it. But these guys, they're leaving these guys are so unprofessional and freaking ridiculous in their freaking beliefs and in their actions. They're leaving behind key evidence, like leaving behind their weapons, leaving behind ammo and stuff that gives them away. I mean, damn, the guy that shot Charlie Kirk borrowed a family member's rifle, and he was texting his little boyfriend roommate that he's really upset about freaking leaving that behind. He has to explain, bitching about how he's going to explain to his dad about that one. And then writing on the ammo. No sniper does that. I mean, freaking back in the day, the only evidence the sniper would ever leave behind, other than getting their kill, would maybe be those cards from back in the day, back in Vietnam, the calling cards, death's head cards, death's spades, all that stuff. Those guys would lead signs, but that was more of a psychological thing, an intimidation factor. These guys leaving their freaking ammo behind with all this radical freaking anti-fash, trans ideology, furry references, or just stupid freaking writings is just idiotic. And honestly, the news agencies really need to stop using sniper as a buzzword to get everybody's attention. Because freaking one, that is just stroking the ego of these guys. Because that makes them feel all big and bad and important, when it really shouldn't. We shouldn't even be saying these guys' names out in public or in the news. They don't need that recognition anymore. So, as far as I'm concerned, the whole use of the word sniper in the media vernacular in regards to these shooters needs to end. We don't need to be freaking puffing these guys up for killing people at random with no valid reason other than because their ideological beliefs or political leanings don't match. It's stupid. And the more this keeps happening, unfortunately, it's going to backfire. It's going to backfire for the people that are being the shooters, and it's going to backfire on us, the citizens, because then they're going to start really coming down on us on guns. And I know it, and I see it, and I see it coming. I see it coming a mile freaking way. And frankly, it just pisses me off hearing it. Stop calling them snipers. They don't deserve it. They didn't earn it. It's just a buzzword for the media now to get your attention and make these guys seem like they're some freaking badasses, when actually they're just a bunch of pussies that couldn't win an argument to save their fucking soul, and freaking they can't confront anybody without freaking getting violent. And they always say that violence is the last act of a rational freaking person. Well, actually, an irrational person. And let's face it, these guys are freaking irrational. That's all I gotta say. From a military veteran standpoint, I hate hearing this constantly. I don't like it. It's like taking a word that is fraternal and then turning it into something worse. I mean, freaking, why can't we just call them the shooter or the gunman? I mean, damn, I don't even think Lee Harvey Oswald was called a sniper or anything like that, or the guy that shot Martin Luther King was called a sniper. None of those guys were called snipers back then, and I don't see a reason why we should continue calling these idiots now. If they don't have any training and they don't have any military or police law enforcement affiliations, don't freaking use it. And I wish the reporters at the mainstream media, CNN, NBC, MSNBC, all of them, just need to freaking drop it. All it is just creating fear and freaking propping these guys up. And they don't even think they're doing that. I wish we'd stop giving these guys the recognition for their actions. Seriously, it just needs to freaking stop. Full freaking stop. Now, I don't know if anybody here agrees with me on this one. You can or you can't. But honestly, we shouldn't be giving these guys labels and titles that they don't deserve because their actions speak otherwise. That's all I have to say on the matter. You can either like it or not. Have a good day.